Merry Christmas. All right. So I got a little late started, but we're just going to jump right into it. We still have a couple more minutes before this holiday season is done. I hope y'all had a wonderful Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. Um, Today we had a wonderful day, uh, hence why I'm just now able to record this. Then, of course, technology wasn't able to do PowerPoint, wasn't able to make it share the way I wanted to, so I'm sharing my PDF. So just bear with me. Hopefully, for the rest of the days, we can get things situated. If not, this works. We'll keep this and we'll keep it moving. So I got my Santa hat on and my pajama jams. So today we're practicing wellness, day one of the 12 days of master classes. So I am your presenter today. My name is Yantrisha Coleman, if you don't already know. And this is presented by Talk to Trisha, which is the platform that I use to bring about awareness and to help people um, live healthier lives and to be better, do better, expand their capacities. Um, I attended my husband's Christmas staff Christmas dinner, and I didn't participate in this conversation, but they all talked about like what they should have been named, like the first names their parents came up with, and if their mom had their way, they would be named this, and if their dad had their way, they would be named this. But they ended up with the names that they have, and so I have a very unique name, and so I like to tell the story of how my name came to be. So my dad has initials as his name. It doesn't stand for anything, and so my mother thought that was the cutest thing ever. So I was going to end up with initials for my name, and I won't say what my middle initial is because that's a joke in itself. But my dad said, "Give my baby a name." So thank you, Daddy. Love you for making sure I got a name, even though it's unique and long and a whole saga. I'm thankful. So my mother took the middle of my sister's name. Her name is Kiana, and it's just spelled differently than most Kianas. But the middle of her name is YAWN, and then one of my godmother's name is Patricia. But she didn't want to name me Young Trisha, so she said Trisha. So that's how I got my name. Those two put together. And then Coleman's my married name. So voila. So we're going to jump into it. Today's discussion, we're going to cover defining wellness, the benefits of wellness. And we're talking about personal wellness, not a wellness program at your job or something you may sign up for. It's personal wellness. Understanding wellness, practicing wellness, um, great wellness exercises. There's top three that one I cannot do, but I try. But and the wellness industry and business. So we're promoting entrepreneurship 2020, building wealth in 2020, starting businesses. And I'm not just saying start a business and work 80 hours in your business and get paid pennies. I'm saying buy multiple businesses and let other people run it because not everybody has the entrepreneur mind, but in this platform, we do. So I'm going to always end with how the industry is doing, how you can start a business, and what the trends are. So, what is wellness? Wellness is the active process of becoming aware of and making choices towards a healthy and fulfilling life. So it's not just the absence of sickness. It's not just Oh, I'm going to reduce my stress. I mean, that is part of wellness, but it's a holistic approach of how you can become fulfilled and healthy in all areas of your life, not just body, but in all areas of your life. So if you have time, I want you to check out this TEDx talk, Wellness Breaking the Cycle. It's good. But main point, invest time in the one thing you are certain to have your whole life, which is your body. And so that is my goal for 2020. I'm not going to do like, oh, I'm going to lose this amount of weight. I'm going to drink more water. Da, da, da. I'm just going to implement a wellness plan, and I'm going to stick to that wellness plan. So instead of the whole, you try to lose weight for 3 weeks and then you're like, I tried. Now I'm going to actually write out all my goals. So go into the circle of wellness. Everyone deserves to live full and healthy lives. So the circle of wellness, that's financial, it's physical, it's emotional, it's social, intellectual, occupational, and spiritual. You have to be well in all those areas. So how people benefit from wellness. Each arena of your life poses unique challenges and opportunities for achieving your personal wellness. So in your community, your family, romantic relationships, your creativity, if you're not well, all these areas suffer. And just being in those areas alone poses risk to you. So you have to learn how to get the stress off. When somebody irks you, uh, you're not getting along with someone, or there's an issue happening in your community, how do you protect your mind, your body, and your soul? That has to be part of your wellness plan. And we're not talking about, again, a program at work. We're talking about you individually, whatever your name is, what do you do to keep yourself healthy and fulfilled? So understanding wellness. So I'm going to ask, what wellness strategies do you use to maintain your wellness? So I'm learning. And so as I learn, just 2019 has been a year of just discovering myself. My spouse has been discovering me, and learning what works for me and trying new things. And that's my thing, is I love new experiences, authentic experiences. And so right now, I love to laugh, and just I'll share that ever since I had my stair step babies. So I have a older child that's almost 16, and I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. So 11-year gap, and then I just kept getting pregnant every year. So, and ever since I've had my last two, it takes a lot to make me laugh. I used to be able to laugh. Now I crack myself up. Now I can, like, I'll watch YouTube videos. That's my mindless activity to make myself laugh, even though I'm not cackling. I'm laughing on the inside. But that's my one activity. I said I was going back to therapy for 2020, so that's part of my wellness plan. Um, love ice cream. Just love trying new recipes. So that's like my strategies that I maintain me. Practicing wellness. So what we're doing is we're choosing the apple over the cookie. So it's little steps. It's not going to be one thing. I didn't inherit the cold turkey gene. My dad has it. I don't. So I have to do stuff in little increments, like little by little, to finally achieve that goal or purge myself from certain activities or doing certain things. I'm not just talking about food. I'm talking about like where you put your attention into. And I had this bad habit of putting my attention where I would be easily frustrated. So I had to slowly Just say no to stuff. And that's part of my wellness plan as well, is boundaries and saying no. Um, 7 ways to practice wellness. So you're eating well. And so I recently learned it's not about like, oh yes, you eat the 4 food groups, but like you should have more leafy greens, more vegetables than you have meat and starches and all of that. But you need all of that. Your body needs all of those vitamins that come from all those different foods for your body to properly work. But the way we've been taught with um, the My Plate, we've been taught kind of wrong. So your meat should kind of be a side, and then you have your vegetables and your other sides. And just packing healthy snacks, eating more fruit, eating more nuts if you're not allergic, and just eating your body for fuel and not just because it makes you feel good emotionally or it helps you. I'm bored, so I'm going to eat. Like just retraining your mind to think of it as, oh, I'm putting gas in my car, or I'm putting this type of food in my body because it's the fuel that I need. And I've been making little small changes that I can see. This is my self-conscious, but I can see it's going down a lot. So yay. Meditation. Don't beat yourself up because I have a hard time meditating as well. But my mind just goes everywhere. But that's okay. It's okay. But I just think on one certain thought, one certain thing, I use affirmations. That kind of works best for me, is using the affirmation and just saying it over and over and over again. I'm kind of getting into number codes, but I don't know enough about uh, doing the numbers and how you block stuff and you attract stuff, because the universe um, understands like music and numbers more than words. I don't understand enough to teach that, so I'm just put it out there for you to research, learn your own. Sleep, that is a big one for me, and not like I get a lot of sleep. I don't need a lot of sleep, but I know I should. And if I sleep too much, I feel groggy. So my husband says I have sleep apnea. I don't think I do, but that's on my wellness plan, is to get a sleep study to find out what exactly is going on with me and um, how do I fix that? Movement. So I got moving, but I mean movement, like exercise, walk around the house, whatever you need to do, stretching in the morning, stretching for your exercise. Just get moving. That's one of the reasons why our former First Lady is a shero, because she had that Just Move, and healthy eating was part of her platform. And so it's helped me, especially having little ones, implementing small things to help train them to go in the right direction. So instead of grabbing and saying, oh, I want the cupcake, they'll say, oh, I want some fruit, or I want, something more healthy. Now, we do let them indulge. 2020, we're gonna change that. And enjoy yourself. Find what makes you happy. Again, I said the YouTube videos, and my husband says it's ratchetness, but it's whatever. It makes me, whatever is stressing me out is my escape from that. And then when you get away from stuff, you tend to um, come back, and then you can like, oh, I move this over here, move that over there, or I'll start this certain way, or oh, instead of doing this first, I'll do this part first, and then I'll do this second, and then things for me tend to flow. I just take a break, watch a few videos, and then come back to whatever I need to be working on at the moment. And it just that mental break, helps. And finding joy in little things. That's self-explanatory. Find what I use the term sparks joy, and then surround yourself with good people. Find good people, surround yourself with them. Uh, I could have y'all. I could talk for hours about the bad people or the negative traumatic experiences I've had, but it's been the good people who have um, helped me heal and get over things and helped me let go of things. I every time I can think of it, I have a friend who told me like go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated, and that's my motto. So as soon as I feel like I'm being tolerated and y'all not singing my praises, I'm out. So here's some wellness practices. I only chose a handful. There's some on the next slide page, whatever, however you want to think of it as. But set your annual checkup appointment. So, take an hour one day and just make your your dentist appointment. Well, you should go every 6 months. Your eye exam, your physical. Well, women is should be free for us. I know with our insurance, it's free. Um, go every year. Go uh, get checked out. Make sure because prevention is better. It's we think it's expensive eating healthy, eating organic, but having heart disease, and I had heart disease after my last child. Um, Having cancer, having a stroke, having disease and disorder is way more expensive, than getting leafy greens and eating right. So set those up, put them. I use. I'm going to mention this again later. I use my phone, put it in my calendar because it sends me reminders. I set it on family so everybody sees it, and then everybody knows. And then sometimes you get that reminder like, "Hey, don't you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow?" Or don't you got something next week? I say, oh, check the calendar, or oh yeah, I haven't got my reminder yet because mine is usually day before or day of. But you know, um, that's a wellness practice. Do something fun. Do something you're looking forward to. One of my, and I won't say it's a childhood memory because I was like 19, but one of and I'm going to get back to this. Me and my mother joined a bowling league, and it's something I look forward to. Uh, and I'm looking for something like that. So I might join another bowling. I even have a ball with my name engraved on it. I'm not a great bowler at all. But the great thing with the league is they you get a handicap. So and I know it's the same with golf too, but you get a handicap so that you can be competitive with everyone else. So it doesn't feel like, oh, I suck and y'all are great, you know. And it was fun. I loved it and looking forward to doing something like that. It doesn't have to be personal. It could be a professional. Like I want to get a certificate. That was one of my goals this year that I'm moving on to next year. I started the process, but I just haven't completed it yet. So, and I look forward to it. Staying hydrated. I always I got my water right here. It's not a water bottle. I can't do water bottles. People can do water bottles, but I can't. I need a little bit of ice and a lot of water, and I can drink it all day. Like that's what I found works for me. But some people need the water tracker to say, "Oh, you drunk, this many ounces, or this you drunk 1 gallon, or however you need to motivate yourself." And you can put infusers like blueberries or apples and oranges and mint, stuff like that, and keep your bottle full. Um, I don't like that a lot. Like every now and then, I'm like, oh yeah, variety, switch it up. But I just need like 1 or 2 ice cubes, and I don't like ice at all, but I can't drink water unless it's like cold. So I put like 1 ice cube and I fill the rest of the cup up with water, and I can just knock it back. So that works for me, but you find what works for you. Meal prep, snack prep, when I was working a job where I went and I had to work with other people, you get busy and then you're like, I'm starving. And so you just go out and get whatever fast food or whatever's across the street, or you're like, it's 10, and you're like, I need something to snack on. I have a sweet tooth. I have this craving. And you go to the vending machine and you give them all your dollars that you have or all your change that you have, and no nutritional value, 0 calories, well, not 0 calories, like 200 and some calories per serving, and no nutritional value. So just start prepping your meals and your snacks. If you just do it for while you're at work, or if you do it like during the day, it will make a drastic difference in your life. Reclaim your time. There was a time where I had to do this, but I didn't put it on the calendar. I just said, okay, when I get home from work, I'm going to art journal, or when I get home from work, I'm going to read. When I get home from work, I'm going to do this. And before I had my babies, I could do that. But now, like, I'm home, and so I can just, when I feel stressed or I feel like I just need a moment, I take that moment. But some people's lives are not that simplified. You know, I decided after I did AmeriCorps that I was going to live a peaceful, serene life, and anything that made me feel anxiety, I was going to just walk away from. Like, no. So I have no problems reclaiming my time. I still have problems saying no and setting boundaries, but I'm doing a lot better. Prevent sickness, like just wash your hands. It's like wash your hands, wash your hands. Get enough sleep. I feel like I get enough sleep, but you know what? I won't say the experts, but when I read articles and talk, any health conversation I have, apparently I'm not getting enough sleep. But I feel great when I wake up. So that's how I say that's enough sleep. But that's I will go down that journey starting next month, and manage your stress. Find organization. Now I found if you're stressed, well, when I'm stressed out or I'm not feeling great about me or what I'm doing, then it's clutter everywhere, like just clutter city. But when I feel good and I don't have stress, or once I figure out how I want to deal with things, then I can organize it. But my uh, phone, using the calendar, keeps me super organized as far as like getting places, deciding where to spend my time, um, in the notes, like just okay, like if I don't write it down, I'm gonna forget it. Well, I'll put it in my notes, and then something always brings me back to it where I'm like, oh yeah, I did have that idea. Oh yeah, I did have this. Oh, I did see that sign. Oh, I did jot down a number. I typed in the number. Let me call it now. Let me look at this website. So that keeps me organized as far as everything that goes inside my head. But physically, I have like a wall file thing where I put stuff that I feel is most important. Um, and I started folding clothes. Like whenever they come out the dryer, I just started folding them. So that's gotten us a lot more organized. Like, okay, I need, a shirt. Well, it was in the drawer. It used to be like, oh, you have to dig through 3, 4 baskets. That's stressful in it by itself. And you just like, I give up. Well, let me find something else. So that's helped us be more organized. I just got to figure out this whole book. I'm obsessed with books. Like, even if I don't read them, I'm obsessed with them. And I have so many. That I need to purge. And then I'm coordinating a book club. Well, I'm coordinating 3 book clubs actually. Well, 3 book groups, and it's like one large book club that has 3 different groups in it. So every month I'm buying 3 more books. I'm reading those, but that's adding to the mammoth pile of books I already have. So uh, I don't know. I don't know if that's going on a 2020 wellness plan because that helps me stress. I don't know. I'll figure that out. Find your creative art out. Find the creative outlet that makes you feel joy, makes you happy. I like to bake. I don't do it enough because I'm trying not to eat so many sweets, and I'm a chocolate person, so that's um, my weakness. And a lot of the baking is like doughy and cakey and stuff like that, and I can really do without that. Like, I don't have to have it. It's not what I'm going to reach for, but I do like to bake. I like to draw. I like to do artsy stuff. Love music. And I love to write. So, like, I have a lot of creative outlets. I don't have one thing that I excel in. Well, in my opinion, I don't have one thing I excel in, but I take so much joy in all of it. I would like to start painting. Like, I did Sips and Strokes with a friend about maybe 2, 3 years. No, it was about 2 years ago, and I loved it. And I would love to get canvases and paint and stuff. And, oh, if I have littles and they would get all in that paint and it would be everywhere. And that's going on the 2020 plan. Um, Prioritize your stress relief. So me, it's laughing. Like, even if I'm not cackling, I'm laughing. I'm feeling joy. I'm happy. I'm content. I may be quiet on the outside, but on the inside, I'm like, this is hilarious. Or, that's funny, or I might, do that, you know, that's enough for me. Try an app. I don't do well with apps, but a lot of people love apps that keep them track, like their meditation and how much they walk and stuff. Like, if it works for you, but at least try it. I've tried them and but don't let me sway you. Pick a fuse or a plug in, something that has essential oils and smells. And I broke mine, but I'm gonna get another one. Um, Even though I didn't notice the benefits when I was giving birth, I had my diffuser and the oils and everything going. I was in a better headspace, so it works. Great wellness exercises, yoga, cycling, and dancing. Deep breathing, meditation, cycling gets your energy up, gets you focused. You can let your mind wander. You can see nature. Dancing, you're feeling good, you're smiling, positive. So those are great wellness activities. If you do one or all 3, mine is yoga. I cannot do yoga for anything. But dancing, I used to cycle, don't anymore. but maybe it might make the list. It might make the plan. It might not. And so now, wellness industry and business trends. So the tops: essential oils, organic beauty products, meditation, athleisure. Like Beyonce has her athleisure wear line, wellness tourism. And what that means is you travel or you go see things for the experience, not because, oh, I got 6 months to live, let me go see the world, or, I'm getting old, let me go see the world. No, it's like part of your wellness. Like I said, I like new experiences. I like to see new things. And so part of my wellness plan will be to travel. And protein powders, just expanding to say, like, hey, women, this will help you with your wellness. Um, that it's not just for bodybuilders, but it's for anybody. So if you want to start a business in the wellness industry, the 2019 trends, those are it. And so I'm going to leave y'all with some food for thought because it is almost not Christmas. So, food for thought: there is no one giant step that does it all, does it? It's a lot of little steps. And that's why I said earlier, it's little steps. Like going cold turkey doesn't work for me. Or if you can't say, oh, once I start doing this, once I start exercising, it'll fix everything. No, just do little things at a time, and then that improves your overall wellness and well-being. And so that's all I have for day one. So hopefully I get on earlier. I'm having family coming to town, and we'll see. And I got some things I want to cook and try. And so hopefully I can get on sooner, but I'm going to sign off. So see you tomorrow. Bye.